Hey everybody, we're back, we're live. We are at Guitar Quackery. You're watching Guitar Quackery live, the one and only live streaming guitar repair channel so far. We're doing something interesting. We are, so you're watching part 2 of Schaller tuning machine repair, actual repair, because we can't get the same tuners anymore. It belongs to a PRS guitar, which is right there in the case. Let it be in the case because we still need to repair the tuning machine. Okay, we don't want to have the guitar around. This is a live stream you're watching. So if you like the idea of watching live streams from a guitar repair shop, this is the channel to follow. Subscribe, click the bell icon. You'll be notified when I'm live, when I'm streaming, because I do not have scheduled live streams. I just do it whenever I can. All right. So the only way to catch me is to be subscribed and to click the bell icon, right, to be notified. All right. I also do like streaming outside. There's a waiting area so people can watch, and that's about it. So now, the tuning machine broke. We can't get a replacement. If you watch part 1, it'll all make sense. Here is the part that I'm fixing. It's the tuning knob, and you can see through the microscope here, that's the part that I had to rebuild. So what you see on the inside there is epoxy. So I had to make the hole through that narrower, and the countersunk hole had to be rebuilt for this particular screw, because this was made for a different screw altogether. And that's what I had to do. Now, I had to drill through the tuning machine knob after I filled it with epoxy on my milling machine, which is kind of like a drill press, just more precise. It was quite a challenge to figure out how to hold it so that it's at a 90-degree angle this way and this way as well, so that we get a hole straight through it. So that was quite a challenge, but I managed to get all the alignments right, and I did that. And then obviously I had to also mill out the hole for the screw head. So let's have a closer look at everything. And well, not just a closer look, we need to finish the job. All right, so let's set up over here. Here we have the broken tuning machine. Well, the 2 wings are broken. We won't be fixing that. Here's the screw that's going to have to go through this, and here's the bushing. And here I have a set of all kinds of drill bits, all sizes, which I'll be using just to finish the job here. So why don't I put this camera here so we can all watch this. So these, by the way, these are drill bits in fractional sizes, all imperial sizes up to a certain size are included here. I believe it's 115 sizes. I'm not really sure. I did put a link in the description. Amazon affiliate link, which pays me a small commission, blah, 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 at no extra cost to you. So like I said, I had to fill this with epoxy and then drill a smaller hole through because the previous hole was too big. It was made for a different tuning machine. So we're really modifying this. And whenever you mix epoxy, it's good to keep, you know, the part where you mixed, because that's going to tell you if the part on the workpiece is, you know, curing properly or not. So it is. This is it. As you can see, it's hard. So it's replacing the missing plastic. But we still have work to do. It took me, honestly, it took me about an hour to drill these two holes. Yeah, that's what it took, because I had to figure out how to mount it so that I can drill at a 90-degree angle. And yeah, and that took me a while to figure out, because it's not a rectangular piece, right? So how to hold it and all that. Okay. Now, the bushing is going to have to go inside here. As you can see, I can't push it all the way in, which means now I need to drill out a little deeper first. And if I remember correctly, I believe that I used a number 18. No. Oh yeah, now I remember. It was this one. Yeah. So what I want to do is, I just want to do it by hand, to be honest with you. Just like that. So just little by little. And keep checking. I also already have a marking here for the depth, which is kind of accurate. It's a little red dot, so I can look at that as well. So I don't want to go past the marking. All right, let's check. Look at that. Now it's perfect. Okay, so we are going to have to fill it with epoxy. But before we do, we need to do some, we need to cut some grooves on the inside. So we are in fact done with this drill bit, which was, just for the record here, the number 1, which is 221 1/1000ths of an inch. So this goes back. The little screw, which is here, needs to pass through this. And I want to have a nice close-up view. So that I can see what I am doing. Here it is. Okay, so that's the recessed area. So yeah, just to drill that hole and to make this recess hole took me about an hour. Believe it or not. So now, this is going to go here, right? But obviously the other way around. So we want to make sure that the screw fits. And it does. Okay, so we don't need to do anything to this right now. We will need to, let me put this here. Like I said, cut some grooves on the inside, which we are going to do now. So I don't think we need these drill bits anymore. All right, let's put them here. Okay. Let me get my cutting tool. I mean, rotary tool. It's this one. I just bought a new one, by the way. It's a 5-speed. I'll put a link to that as well. And where do I have? Okay. So these are the cutting tools. Let's see if it fits, if it's the right size. Okay. And like I said, this has 5 speeds. So I think that's the best tool, because the other one that I have has 3 speeds, so this has more options. So I guess that's better, right? And I'm going to be doing this and looking through the microscope. So what I want to do is just cut like this on the inside, so that the inside of this will become an oval shape, kind of like this, right? So when the epoxy fills it, it will be a strong bond, because last time we cut these grooves on the bushing as well. I do need to figure out a way to mask off this thing, so I will just put a tape there, I think. Or no, you know, now I'm thinking that's not going to work. Let me think. If I put a tape, then we can put the screw through. So we definitely need to be able to put the screw through like this. And you see it's not completely centered. So I hope that's not going to be an issue. Look at that. Well, now that I'm looking at it, I think this will be an issue, because clearly, so that's what I was talking about. It's quite a challenge to drill precisely at a 90-degree angle. And I thought I nailed it, but I didn't, obviously. So we're going to have to make an adjustment. Okay. So let's remove this. Let's push the screw out. And what should I do? Maybe with this tool, I can kind of enlarge the diameter. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Or maybe I should just enlarge the diameter of the hole entirely. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, so sorry, I don't have an answer right now. And this is typical, right? Sometimes you need time to think. But like I said, I was having a hard time figuring out how to mount this at a 90-degree angle. So it looks really good here. And like I said, I thought I nailed it. But this is a little bit off center. So what can I do about that? I don't know. Let me think. Well, I will try to to use this rotary tool to kind of make an oval shape hole so that the screw can be a little bit at an angle. So it's going to be a little bit lopsided on the inside. Nobody will ever see it. And perhaps that will work. Okay, let me try, see what happens. This looks promising. So now, if I put the bushing and I put the screw, can I wiggle the screw so that it pokes through the middle, through the center? I don't know. It's still off to the side, I think. Yeah. But I think that's the best I can do, really, is just do what I just did. Just continue doing what I just did. All right. Okay, so maybe I can also do it from this side. Yeah, that's the idea. So from this side, it seems to be working. All right. I think I like what I'm seeing. Now, let's try to assemble it. So this is the bushing for this. So obviously, I need to be able to mount the screw and hit the screw hole here. And if I'm able to do that, that means it's good. I will need a screwdriver, obviously. Let's see. Yeah. Very good. So this is good, except, you know, it's not going to work because the tuning knob will be slipping against the bushing, right? Which is why we need to epoxy it in. But I was able to screw it in into the center. So that's good. Okay. So now, next thing, like I said, I need to reshape the inside of this bushing hole into an oval shape. Make it an oval shape. And yeah. Okay. I think the deeper the better. So far it's going smoothly. Okay. Yeah, I think so. And, you know, I think that's enough. I mean, I guess I could cut a few extra grooves. It's not gonna hurt. But I think that's even enough. So, you know, I don't want to cut on this side because I don't want to cut through this. But I think I can cut a few extra grooves. Maybe I risk it a little bit here. Just to make it uneven. I think we're good. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to make sure that I don't fill the hole with epoxy. Right, so this hole here shouldn't be filled with epoxy. So if I do put a sticker here, just, you know, cut some tape and stick it here. I guess I could drill through the tape later. I could also fill it with modeling clay. That would work. And then clean up. Yeah, I also need to make sure that epoxy doesn't go inside this. Right, we don't want any epoxy here inside. So I do need to put a tape here, for sure. And yeah, so maybe if I put a tape here, and I put some modeling clay inside the hole, maybe that's okay. And then I can drill it out later. I think that might be the solution. Where's my modeling clay? I usually have a small piece here. I guess it's not here. Okay. So these kind of jobs can be very time consuming. So this is already 28 minutes. And the tape I'll use is just, you know, painter's tape. This. I did that last time, I believe, when I was putting epoxy inside, right? I think I did. I seem to recall I was doing that. So here, I'll just use an X-Acto blade to cut around it. So all I do is I place this bushing on top of this tape and then cut around it with the X-Acto blade. So this way, no, we won't have any epoxy inside of the bushing. Okay. So we had to come up with a solution to make it happen. And here we are making it happen. There's a little corner there I need to cut off. That's what we got. So I'm simply going to drill through this tape later. But it did add a little thickness to this. So before we start putting epoxy, obviously we want to make sure that it fits. Not this side. It does, okay? We'll pull it out. Okay, now we got to put some modeling clay inside of that. A really small amount. Just roll it up. I'm just rolling it up like this. If you ever played with boogers when you were a kid, you know how to do this. Except I don't think kids, you know, use their boogers to do this job. Okay. So now I'll just use, come on, what am I looking for? Something. How about this? Yeah. Or maybe a drill bit. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's just a drill bit. I'm using this side. To pack it. Okay, I rolled it up too small, I think. How about if I do this? Yeah, I think that, like a little cone. Okay. You can see how this is time consuming. I think I need to add a little clay to this. I'll try the first system first. I mean, again. Oh, come on. Maybe I should use a booger. Maybe it would work better. Okay, how about that? It's not gonna hurt. And I don't want to get any modeling clay on the sides because I want the epoxy to adhere to the sides, and I did get a little modeling clay here. So there, I just removed it. Okay, so I wish that it wasn't smeared at the bottom like this, but I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. That's that. Always like to put the sharp blades away first for obvious reasons. We don't need a screwdriver. Let's make sure we don't lose the small parts. So that's the screw right there. That's the tuning machine. So it lives in a bag. Now, I can mix up some fresh epoxy. And then we do this. Do I need to come up with a mounting method? I don't know. I think I'm good. All right. How about this? I use this fresh empty pack. Hey, this looks like a booger too. Look at that. Here. This is could come in handy for something. So that was just the little glue here that holds it together. I don't need it. Okay. All right, let me think now. What are we doing? I'll be mixing epoxy with this maybe, and with a stirring stick. And then let me just practice a dry run, and then I'll be using maybe this tool to place the epoxy inside all over. But I also need to make sure I put epoxy all over this thing. And there will be squeeze out. I know that already. So it is, it says it's a 15-minute epoxy. Oh, that's better than the 5-minute epoxy. And that should be enough time to make this happen. Is that enough time? And then as I do this, there will be a lot of squeeze out, but we can clean it up before the epoxy stiffens. It's not a bad idea to tape it off. So why don't we do that? Okay, so that's why it's important to think through. Okay. Okay, so just with this tape. Like that. And I think I want to put some tape on the two shoulders as well. And this is good because now I can hold it like this. I can pinch it. So I'll put some tape here as well. So this tape rips easily. Just like this. Because there will be a lot of squeeze out. I know that. This is stupid. There's a better way. Okay. Simply put the tape like this and cut a hole. How about that? Like this. Okay. Okay, so this way, if we run out of time and we don't have the luxury of time to deal with the squeeze out, we won't worry too much. Now, I already put the blades away. Okay. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna trim this overlapping thing, or maybe I can just reposition it. Just like that. And let's see. Oh, I see. Maybe I need to cut like this around this. I think that's better. Okay. Well, that's what needs to be done to make this happen. Okay. I think there's a small piece here. Okay. So now this is all prepped. Like I said, I like to put blades away right away. All right. And now we are going to mount the bushing. So there will be plenty of squeeze out. We do want to squeeze out because we want to make sure we don't end up with air pockets on the inside. Squeeze out. Maybe we should tape this off as well, just to protect it. I think that would definitely not be a bad idea. So again, I need the blade. All right, that's it. So we have the piece right here. We close this off, we close that off. If we get some epoxy on the side, no big deal. We'll be able to clean it up even later. And this is going to go here. So this won't be easy, right? I need to somehow hold it like this and maybe use this to put the epoxy here. So you see, I'm just imagining the procedure now. So I put some epoxy here with a stirring stick, and I don't know, I guess maybe also with the stirring stick I can put the epoxy inside all over. It's important to practice these dry runs. I think the stirring stick will work fine, especially because it's around like this. It's so I can kind of go like this. Okay, no problem. Like that, against the wall. Yeah, I like that. It's gonna work. Ah, okay. The blade. Okay, this is last time I'm putting it away, and this time I can put it away completely, out of sight and out of mind. So now, this is the epoxy. I need a short mental break. There are no comments, but there are 4 people watching. And I won't need the screwdriver, the little screwdriver. Where I put it? This is the box. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I need the epoxy. So they don't even call it epoxy. It's called plastic bonder, high strength. I put a link. So is what I'm doing guitar repair? I guess it is. I'm repairing a guitar part. I guess it is, right? So this is part 2 you're watching. Obviously, I will do this and then let it sit for a day or two so that it completely cures. And then we are going to assemble the tuning machine in a day or two. So today is Thursday, so maybe on Saturday. And then put the tuning machine back on the guitar. This is the guitar. It's a PRS. It's not a PRS SC, it's a PRS, right? And these are Schaller tuning machines. Yeah, I don't think that this customer would really buy a PRS SC. He's got fancy guitars. Am I mentally ready to do this? I think so. I think we just got to go for it. There's no avoiding it. I got everything I need. Now, I don't want my phone to be messed up, you know, because epoxy is epoxy. So I'm going to put a plastic cover. Because I use my phone to switch cameras. And this is going to be my screen protector. And can I still, yeah, I can still do this. Okay, it works. Okay, I got the tissues. Okay, so I got to work fairly quickly. This took 54 minutes so far. It's a 15-minute epoxy. I got to do this in 10 minutes and be done with it, hopefully in 5. Let's do it. Obviously, only need a small amount. Small amounts are challenging to measure. This should be enough. Okay, let's start mixing. Everything is ready. We start mixing. So here it is. Oh, I have this here. It's important to mix it well. We have one shot at getting this right. Now the thing with the epoxy, it's already curing as we speak. So yeah, we got to mix it thoroughly, but we don't want to spend too much time mixing. Okay. Now, so I'll put it inside this first, because then I can lay it down. Okay. It works. It's that. Okay. I'll lay it down and let's do this quickly. Yeah. It took some work to get to this point. And we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now. So, okay. I guess it's good. Is there enough epoxy inside? I don't know. Let's just put a little more. Yeah, we'll get some squeeze out. There's an air bubble there. Okay. Okay. Just Q-tip. You know what? This is good. This will be good. I'm happy with this. And, well, the epoxy is still not wet, you know, liquid, I guess. I can spin it a little bit also. Like this. Oh, look, there's more squeeze that's coming out. We could even remove this tape now, all the masking tape. In fact, I will do that. There's no reason not to. Why don't we? Okay. It's looking good. A little squeeze out right there. So I think this looks really good. We have the modeling clay there. So we'll just remove the modeling clay with a drill bit. Just hand twist it, no problem. And then drill through that tape that's inside, right? I think this is good. This I can just leave somewhere overnight here. Even within 15 minutes, this will be solid, so I can just put it in the bag later. I can monitor this epoxy here. So basically, when this gets stiff and dry to the touch, same thing happens over there, right? Because that's the exact same mixture that's there. Okay, kids, this is what we learned today. We learned how to fix the tuning knob, a broken tuning knob of a discontinued Schaller tuning machine that we find on certain PRS guitars. So should I assign some homework for you children? Okay, no homework today. That's that. So how long did this take? 1 hour and 5 minutes. Well, it took an hour at the fabrication shop just to drill 2 holes, about an hour. By the time I find all the drill bits and the mill that I need, the end mill, and figure out how to mount everything, an hour goes by, right? So this was quite a repair. And last time, how long did that take? Let me see. Part 1 was how long? Bear with me. An hour and 40 minutes. Okay. Whew. Okay. I'm going to take a short break. I have some other work to do today. Well, I have quite a lot of work to do. And I'll be probably streaming again later. So if you learned anything, put a thumbs up, please. And if you didn't learn anything, still put a thumbs up. If you like it, do a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, still do a thumbs up. Okay. or just find another channel to watch. Yeah. There's a link below to buy me a coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can click that. Thank you. And what else? Oh, you want to talk to me? Yeah, in a minute. I guess I have a customer. So for now, we'll say goodbye, and maybe I will see you shortly. Bye now.